We are, and if we're not, we're not. Always, I don't know anymore. But again, and I'll keep saying this every show, like I used to say, y'all miss the smooth transition and all that good shit. And I see a bunch of people in chat, and it looks like it's mainly just Mark. So there we go. I know I've got at least Mark watching. But what's happening, folks? It's we're off a day because of scheduling. So we'll just put it like that. And so it's the True Vapor Show number 522. How you know what? Hold on.
Are we live? Because I'm on a YouTube and I don't see I just
It's
see
live. It just came up now.
Okay. I thought I might have numbered this wrong, but I'm looking in my little category right here and I did number it right. So there we go. All right. Well, we've got what is that, 14,000 on the YouTube side, and we don't have a soul yet in Rumble, but I'm sure that 20,000's coming. So there we go. Well, folks, what's happening? I wasn't even sure we were going to do this week. We took off last week, and y'all kind of knew we were going to do that, just because some folks like to travel, and some folks just like to stay where they're at. So, but we're all at home now, so there you go. But with that being said, we've given y'all at least a full, almost week and a half. We'll just say 2 weeks of Mark dying to get on the internet to show off all his new goodies. So take it away, Mark.
I actually do have something new. The problem is, it's going to be there ain't no fucking way I'm going to remember the name of that mod and that RDA. Mike?
Just say N80 and
early bird
Harrier.
The Harrier?
Harrier,
Yes.
yeah.
The Harrier. I remember Harrier.
And the Turnstone.
And the Turnstone. I'm not going to remember that.
Smaller. What is it, a 24?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty small. Dual coil net beauty, and I got some commercial grade liquid. Humboldt. There we go. GT4 on this strange looking dot mod, and inside there we got some Stevie Marquez, and I think that's it. 1, 2. Yep, that's all she wrote. Take it away, Mr. Michael Vapes.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. I don't have much to show. I have the boxer with the intake dual. We got a raspberry custard in there from my man Joe Mother Effin Turner.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Harrier with the Blaze MTL. In there, I have some ATL, some Atlanta ATL, and I also got the this here, which I'm not vaping right now. I'm just going to show it. Beautiful Vicious Ant, and in here I have the what the hell's the RTA's name? I mean the Borrow. I don't know. It's the early bird one, the Borrow that I recently reviewed. I got that in there too. That's it. There's nothing else really going on here. ST.
All right. Well, I'm rocking the Harrier N80 in the better color than Mark. The blue just pops. But
I'm sorry. Is this show sponsored by Early Bird? Or?
I think it is this week. Okay. So if you're watching, the PayPal's always open with the Tripod V2, and we can't forget the good old boxer with the Blaze MTL on there. Stevie Marquez is always, filling our cups full of juice. So I got that S&M bondage rolling. So there you go, folks. Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing forever. And it was a good week. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you next Tuesday.
That Harrier looks nice with the blue and black and the purple and black.
I thought it was pink. I guess it is purple.
It's purple.
Yeah, it's purple.
That looks really nice like that. I have the stainless one.
Oh, see, that would be too.
But it doesn't go good with the all black.
Oh, yeah. So you definitely need a color kind of like that. I love this black on blue. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So
I did have to get rid of or not get rid of it, but I'm not using that drip tip it comes with. That thing is like tiny. There's nowhere to put your lip.
Oh, he's doing that low profile,
yeah, I got a big fat drip tip on the top there.
We used to call him the old man drip tip.
Yep.
Yes, he is.
That's what I got on this. I think I put on that.
There you go. Old man drip tip on that thing. Holy shit!
I'm old now, man. I ain't young anymore.
Shit, man, that's only. I think this is like old man. Even though Mark turned me on to these damn things, but these are the best tips. They really are. And I can't even. There's really nothing special about it. But for whatever reason, it's like if I'm doing anything that has a 510 setup, it goes on it. So I don't know. Anyway,
It's whatever they're made of. I don't know if that's like a.
I
That's not
think.
Delrin. It's something. I forgot what it is.
Oh shit! I forget too,
Can
dude. I
anybody
was
know what
on.
these are made of? These white drip tips from whatchamacallit?
I went on
Plastic.
Dwarf, whatever the freaking hell their name is, site the other day out of curiosity. And it looks like they've got one or two new RTAs out, I think. Now, it could be that it's something that's been out for a while and I just don't know my stuff, but yeah. But I was
MTL probably, I assume.
I think it was him. It was there was one that was MTL and there was something else, but again, I might be wrong on that. And then the only thing I hate with them though is that you got to Frankenstein everything together. They don't just sell. You got to piece everything together to make your RTA. So, and that's where they get you in the long run. But
I'll buy 3 tanks and 4 drip tips.
yeah,
And 10 sets of post screws. What's up, Gary?
what's going on? So yeah, again, we're on a different night just because yeah, whatever. I don't have to keep repeating myself.
It's my fault. I was away. I just arrived back into Florida this morning.
Yes, Mike was
Very nice.
out on a world tour for 2 weeks, and
I was
now
checking
he's
out all
back.
my vape shops all over the United States. I had a big one.
Oh,
Right?
I hope
That's the story. Mark's laughing.
I hope they're all doing good. Well, if we would have went live last week and you not being here, there would have been a good story to come with it. But since we weren't live at all, yeah, we can't
That
throw one
would have
in.
been the story. Mike's visiting his vape shops all over the United States.
It probably wouldn't have been a vape shop. It would have been more like a liquor store and check cashing store or something like that. But it'd have been something to that effect.
One of them stores that sells everything. Bong.
And they take food stamps for everything. It
Yep.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
you buy.
Yes,
that's where I
EBT
was.
all the way on that shit. But yeah, it's been I'd say it's been quiet, but shit, for the past couple nights around here, it's been like storm central. So I have spent literally the past couple of nights. Ryan Hall, I tell you what, man, you need to hook me up because I'm always trying to push your channel, but man, that man's been going crazy. But I was telling my wife the other day, because I think I've got my whole family hooked on Ryan Hall now when it comes to weather shit. But, and I understand it's the business of YouTube and what he does. He's doing a good thing, but he's running a business. And when you run a business that gets larger and larger, that means you got to start promoting more and more. And that's the only thing that's starting to kind of turn me off about him just a little bit. He's spending a lot more time like pushing like, hey, you don't have to donate, you don't have to do this, but hey, you need to push money towards our way so we can keep doing what we need to do for y'all. Again, I know it just comes with the territory, but it's pretty frequent that it comes out of his mouth now, opposed to where it never really used to at all. But
It's because it all slowed down. The money.
Yeah.
People don't have the money to throw around like they used to.
I'm going to tell you what, though. The other night, and this was late in the evening after he'd been going for a while, he said, look, we need to set a goal. And this is to his nonprofit thing on his website. We need to start donating money so we can give back to these people. And he says the goal is going to be set at 100,000. And I'm like, okay. So as soon as he says that, he puts a little thing up on the screen while he's showing everything else. Immediately, it's at $9,000 something. Within a couple of hours, he was ready at $60,000 something.
Jesus Christ.
And last night, because it kind of ended the night before, and then last night, he was almost at $160,000.
How do I get a nonprofit set up? Do I get to keep that money, or do I got to give it to somebody?
Well, it's supposed to be, I'm sure that they take a bite of that to fund their own shit, but they're still donating it out to help people.
They use the money to buy bottled waters, blankets, all kinds of stuff like that. But obviously, also with the nonprofit, you have to pay employees too.
Yes.
So,
and again, it's a business, but he's still donating and helping people, and I get it. But man, I tell you what, when he wants to raise money, and still all night, dude, he had some guy in there donating or gifting memberships.
Jesus.
And he would gift like 50 memberships, which would cost whoever gifted it, I forget the guy's name, it's $250 per 50 people. This dude did it like 7 or 8 times. And then he jumped over to his nonprofit site and donated $1,000. It's just like, holy shit. I was hoping I could maybe get in his chat and go, hey, if y'all want to come over to my channel and follow us a little bit.
Like, hey, man, you got a Zoom? I want to hang out with you.
Oh, my God. It's just, it's nuts to see what can be done on the internet. But,
all for weather, too. That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. But.
Not even
well, he's doing good things. That's why
he is doing good things. And I don't mean to. I'm not trying to make it sound like he's doing something mischievous or anything. It's just, it trips me out. Well, he's got over 3 million people subbed to his channel now. So the channel's huge.
And it's an important channel because of the weather.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like vaping where you got a bunch of psychopaths watching you.
Yeah. But it trips me out because basically his YouTube start was in the vaping game.
Yep.
So, but.
He said, I ain't making enough money with these degenerates. Let me
It's time to move on to something else. So
I'm trying to pronounce that name. I can't pronounce your name. 2441. Who is that anyway? Heath
Hedge combo?
Heath Edge
Combi? What the hell? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I know that I've seen that logo, the Cubs logo before, but I don't know who it is. It's a different name.
Unfortunately, I've got my Rumble chat going instead of my YouTube, so everything's a YouTube symbol, so I don't see any.
Any idea
things.
when Thundercloud RTA for vaping will be out? Oh, they're coming out. They have an RTA for vaping coming out? Oh, shit.
Yeah, what's his name? Coil Turd teamed up with Thundercloud.
Oh, so he's bringing...
The RTA for vaping went RTA.
Yeah, an RTA for vaping.
Huh.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I wonder if it's going to share...
Same build deck?
Some kind of same quality as what the RDA did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
You mean the same, like the build deck, you mean?
Yeah,
I don't remember the build deck,
because the quality is the same quality as a lot of these RTAs you guys use.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know. They're all built in one hole. It's one guy on one little lathe cranking all this shit out all day long. All right, these go to the more expensive ones, and these go to the cheaper ones. Hold on. I got sidetracked. I'm looking. What is this? You should see the. What is that? Dabble verse? What they gave big money. What is that?
Where are you at?
Yeah, I don't know where you're reading.
The Greats.
Dabbleverse, what they gave. I don't know who the hell's Dabble. I have.
Well, who the hell is the Great Southern Treadkill? I don't think I've ever seen that name in here.
He's always in here.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
He's always in my chat.
Dude, you ain't been live in a year. How would you know who's in your chats?
I know that name. Trust me.
What the hell happened to you, man?
Pantera reference.
Did you just completely give up lives? I mean, completely?
I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, I haven't gone live in like months. And I'm like, I'm going to go live today. And then I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Not a fucking thing. And then I'm like, I'm not going to go live. I have nothing to talk about. Like, I have nothing.
You had nothing to talk about then, but you still went live for hours and hours.
Yeah, but I think I even like exhausted that too. Like talking about nothing after a while, it gets kind of like, okay, this is getting old.
Yeah, it is tough.
I need some. I think it's the weather. Like it's fucking raining every day over here. It's so depressing.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's bad.
That's the way it was in New York. It rained, I think, like 4 days.
Fuck that.
Four of the days I was there was just raining. Just nasty.
And then the one day we do get like sun and 70s, like, oh yes, it's finally here. Then the next week it's raining. It's like, okay, I can't do this no more.
Yeah. I know the temperatures are supposed to drop off here, not drastically, but more than what they've been lately for a few days. But
Huge Thundercloud fan, vaping the Pro Max with the 3.5 6-core single fuse Clapton, maybe 200 watts. This thing is a flavor machine.
Nice.
got it on my lipo.
Make sure that lipo don't blow up in your face, gaming vapor.
Hold on.
It's not a joke. I'm just never mind.
I'm going to catch hell for this, but what's the Pro Max again? Is that yours, Mike?
Yes, the 20s, the big tank.
When all I see is Pro Max,
you think
I'm thinking phones. That's all I'm thinking because I can't really just think of much else. But
because we know where Mike got that name, he went on the internet, like most popular pet name at the moment, and Apple popped up, and you know,
I'm coming out with the Blaze Ultra soon.
Oh. Here every week. Well, yes. I apologize because, and you know what? I'm getting old. There's just no doubt I'm getting old. Not as old as Chevy. Now, Marvin Norton is the oldest piece of shit in vaping, and there's nobody older than him, but I'm probably the second oldest. So, and your mind does kind of lose it. So that name just doesn't, that name looks new to me. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Well, companies have been kind of knocking at the door a little bit, but it's nothing drastic. I know for a fact that Chris Matty, thank you for the donation. He says ST the Dabble verse is based around Stuttering John from the Stern Show. Check out TSN. Blah 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 blah. Who are the
I know who Stuttering John is, but
that was I remember vaguely from what seems like forever because I haven't listened to Stern and shit. I listened to Stern when I feel like he was still kind of a cool dude before he went
90s,
yeah.
Now it's like a joke now.
Yeah. So and to be honest,
when he started following the woke narrative, that's where he fell off the map.
And
I think he still does his show at home, and there's like a TV in the studio where he interviews people. He's not even in the fucking studio.
You know what's crazy is that I never thought, at least of one individual. Well, there's a couple, but at least him. I always thought he would be one that
kind of stick to his guns, like.
Yeah, he always seemed like he'd be the rebellious one, the one that, you know.
When you got a show that's not doing great, you're avoiding to be canceled by the blue-haired people, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to go along with them. That's the narrative all over the world.
Holy shit. Now the Gaming Vapor says running your Blaze Max with some 5-core on 300 watts.
Damn.
Christ.
Guys can't top me. I'm vaping mine at 500 watts. I got it on top of the fucking vape gym mod.
Shit, I'm going to fire my generator up outside and see if I can't do something directly. But
I'd be afraid to put my lips on that thing, 300 watts.
Yeah. But since we have been gone and I have cranked out a short and a video and Mark has done nothing yet, me and Mark did get a package from Early Bird. So big shout out to Brian again. Thank you for doing that. Had some pretty cool stuff off in there.
Brian sent these? I didn't know.
Not the Brian you're thinking of. I don't think he's involved in that Early Bird. So, but the mod, this little mod's badass. So I've been using it like crazy. I haven't used the RDA yet because I want to do a video on it and I just want to break it out fresh and do my thing with it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, he sent the complete package for this. What is it? The Syrian, the burrow stuff.
Yep.
Airflow burrow, yeah.
Seven.
It looks badass, even though that's the furthest from my world of doing things. Luckily, I still have one of these devices left that I could actually run some of this stuff. But I gotta say, the color he sent is something typically I wouldn't. I'd be like, no, but after I seen it, I was like, wow, I'm actually kind of digging this right here.
Like
So
the
I'm gonna put,
Damascus style.
I got
Yeah.
that kind of purpley bluish looking. Yeah, this thing is wild. And there's a whole lot of stuff with it. So I'm going to attempt to do a video on that one. I feel like me doing a video on something like that
I
is
think
probably,
it's worth if you have a borrow device, put in the airflow, do MTL with it.
yeah.
You're gonna enjoy it. It's nice.
I feel like I'm gonna fail at the build on that one and
It's
get it
easy.
wicked all
On
good
what,
because
the
it seems
burrow?
like every time I mess with something like that, I don't know. I sometimes it's running decent, then sometimes. But you're right, Mike. I think if I get I've never had one that I've set up MTL style. I've always done restricted direct lung on it, so it's always been kind of iffy with it. So
Mhm. Mike, you should design a dual 21700 squonk. Seems like squonking is making a comeback this year. Yes, I've talked about this in the past. I was in the process of making a device, but they don't want to make a device with a chipset. I talked about this already. I feel like a broken record. They want to do a mech stuff.
Mm.
They don't want to invest in chips because of the way the market is with vaping. It's a lot of money to put chips in a device. So
well,
that's what I want. I want something with the device I have in my head is I want a DNA chip on it. So
I'm being straight up when I ask this question, and it's more or less to a gaming vapor. He says Squonk seems like it's. Hold on. Squonking is making a comeback this year. Is it though? I mean, is there a lot of new squonking devices come out, or are we just people breaking out their old shit and
We just
starting to
do
use them a lot?
we just do
this is the
disposable
thing.
videos. That's
A lot
why.
of the companies that let's say I deal with, I haven't heard nothing about a squonk mod coming out. Now there's companies that don't send me products anymore
Yeah,
that are coming out with stuff, So, but I don't know. I haven't seen any, so
I
I don't
haven't
know
either.
what
And
the
I
comeback
mean,
is. Unless it's more modders, maybe modders are making them now. They're bringing
yeah,
it back, and if the
yeah. I don't.
modders bring it back and it becomes popular, then maybe then China wants to make. But like I said, the companies that I deal with, I ain't gonna see any.
Yeah, because I
Tried to
don't
see
feel.
the fill method with traditional squonk mods. I
Yeah,
can't stand the fill method. Like it's
And
just
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna try and go and buy one to do a video on it. I don't make money off this shit anymore, so there's
yeah.
no money. I have no money.
Well, I don't feel like we're out of the loop that much where we wouldn't see him at least like maybe on Facebook or something like being posted. I mean, at least we know somebody that's still kind of regular on YouTube. If they were doing like some squonk devices, somebody would
Probably
have one in
Bogan.
their hands.
Bogan. You'll see videos like that from Bogan.
Is Bogan putting them out?
Bogan, people out of the UK, you're gonna see
Yeah.
because we're here in the states. I know somebody mentioned about UL's new Caliburn 5. I don't deal with them anymore. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have no clue. I didn't even know they had a 5. To tell you the truth.
Yeah. I didn't either.
dude, there's gotta be at least like 15 Caliburns. Like the cocoa, the fucking lights, all the other shit. Like there's gotta be at least 15 of them.
Well, hold on. What is so it's the Caliburn 5 that's coming?
I think
G5 and
so.
5 light.
Okay.
So I think
You know what I go? I
Someone
know,
said something about that's gonna have a rubber tip.
Yeah, in chat. I think
I
it was,
read it in chat. Yeah, and
then
that's
I
the first
Googled
time
it.
you're hearing about a 5.
I know that this isn't a popular thing anymore, but I can't understand why they didn't stay in the game longer with it because they always seem to do good with what they did do. UL used to make some of the best sub-ohm tanks out there.
They made a
And
new sub-ohm tank too.
recently,
Yeah, they released it. Yeah,
okay, well, then I guess I didn't know. So,
All single battery squonks, though I would want a dual. I'm thinking, just get a top side. You're done.
I can tell you this. For however long ago, months ago, after I got sick or was partially sick and I wasn't really doing my big boy shit anymore, I haven't picked up a big boy vape in I know a good solid 2 months. All I have done is MTL, and I've been using this thing still at like 22 watts, this little Lux thing. And it's kind of I'm like at a restricted direct loan with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't done 3 milligram in at least 2 months, and that's the longest I've ever gone without like having that incorporated into my daily use of shit. I'm basically at 12 now, and that's basically all I use now. And just MTL shit. So
Neil, DovePo would block you if you said you were vaping fake.
yes,
They don't
you would be kicked off any server that was affiliated with them. So
There's this. I don't. Was that
what?
Dove? Was that DovePo? I don't want to tell the story because it may put a sour taste in people's mouths. But was that DovePo that went around asking all of us if we can get in touch with such and such because they owed him money? Remember that story a long time ago?
well, yeah, they owed a lot of money. They ripped off Brian.
Oh, okay. Now I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking
ABC
of another
Vapor
story.
Chronicles. They stiffed him.
No, but
No,
there
I
was
know,
somebody else that stiffed DovePo.
and used to be a part of our crew.
Yeah. I don't know why that story just popped in my
Oh
head.
yes, I remember that too.
That
Yeah,
was years ago.
it
Yes.
was a long time ago. But they
Yeah.
were reaching out like, can you get a hold of this person because he owes us money? I'm like, oh shit.
Look at Mark. Mark's trying to get like something a little going that,
I don't know
and
why that popped up in my head all of a sudden.
I don't know.
Am I on like a rampage or something? I don't know. See, I have nothing to talk about. That's why I'm not going live because I start talking shit like that, and before
Yeah.
you know it, the vape community is up in arms, and
There is nobody to go up in arms
I know
anymore. Nobody would
nobody
even.
cares.
And sad to say, even if we mentioned some older people's names, it's probably gone so long now that some people wouldn't even recognize who the hell we're even talking about.
Yep.
Like, who the hell are you talking to?
Yeah. But yeah, there's like I said, there's been a few companies still kind of knocking at the door, regardless if they go through with what they're gonna do is questionable. I do have confirmation at least on one thing I know that's coming, but I don't know. Views are again. I know how all this works. If you ain't consistent on YouTube, you can't expect your views to always look good. But hell, I dropped a video on this thing thinking, hey, it's something different. It's a mod, boy. And again, me and Mark are kind of late getting it opposed to where everybody else got theirs. But dude, this thing's struggling to get views. It's kind of
I'm
like,
surprised you haven't been shadow banned
I know,
and you're not getting
it's,
views. I've been myself, Mark. We're both been shadow banned. My views just dropped.
Yep.
They've tanked. To tell you the truth, I get more views on pods than on actual hardware like an RDA, something like that. Don't get views anymore. So
yeah,
just from that, you don't think China sees that? They look at that and like, oh, people aren't interested in rebuildables.
yeah.
So
Neil said, ST, did Early Bird send you the 22 millimeter? No, they didn't, but I talked to the guy. I'm trying to kind of work something out because I wanted to get that particular one in black to match up with this thing. So if that comes to life, I mean, again, by then it's going to be a little late. Hell, I'll still do a video on it, but
Yep, I got the 22. I'll be doing a video on that soon. I got the 22. I have the new RDA. I'm also doing a video. I got the new Seren.
yeah,
That one there with their and a whole bunch. They even got coils now too. So,
that we did. Now I know for again because I'm speaking for me and Mark because we kind of got our packages on the same day. We did get a decent sized box that's full of their new coils and got so. When I do and I was almost thinking that because this RDA is set up to either be able to do dual or single, I was thinking about maybe going with a little bit larger and doing this in single mode.
Take the squonk pin out.
Yeah.
That comes stock. Luckily, I noticed it before I started using it. I'm not
Oh,
using
does it?
squonk. Yeah, the squonk pin is stock in there. So if you're going to use it on a regular mod, take that pin out.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna I try to put my typical dual coils in here.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty small RDA, so we're gonna do dual coil. It's gonna be, at least in my opinion, 2.5 millimeter. You're not gonna fit 3 millimeters in there. You might, but it's gonna be tight.
Oh, I'm glad you said something, Mark.
So I used their coils they sent because they had a 2.5 in there.
And that's what I'm gonna do. But man, I sure enough wouldn't have paid any attention to that right there. And I'd been had the liquid go all over the place.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah, but I got the gunmetal. I guess that's a gunmetal color. But
I'm loving this Terra Masalata dip. What the fuck are you talking about, Nathan?
Oh, nice. Damn, that's on. Oh, never mind. I was going to say that's on Mark's favorite mod, but that's not the one that Ambitions made.
Here we go.
That's the new Turnstone, the smaller version.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be the video on this mech. The video.
You know, as soon as I seen it right off the bat, and I know it's different, but as soon as I seen the outside of it, the first thing that came to mind was the drop a little bit.
Of what?
Just by the airflow.
Yeah, it looks like a drop.
Yeah.
From the outside.
But it vapes pretty good, Mark?
Yeah, it vapes really good.
Now, have you got your airflow wide open on it?
Yeah, like don't get confused and think you have to use the knurling here at the top to adjust the airflow, because I was sitting there fighting it. I'm like, what the fuck? All you gotta do is just turn the barrel. But it all comes apart too, by the way. Like, you may think the top doesn't come apart, but it all comes to pieces. I try my best to not watch videos before I do a video, because then I'll just copy what everybody else says and does.
I noticed on this RDA, and I'm curious if yours was the same when it came. Did it just have one post screw per side, or is yours in each side?
They had them all in there, all four.
It's funny because this one only has one on each side, but you know, you've got the bag with the extras. It was just kind of funny that they weren't both in there.
Look in the box. They might have, during shipping, so they vibrate. They might have fell out.
Yep, you're right.
Let me check that out.
Yep. I've had that happen to me.
No, that's not the case. But
anybody recall the company that did a custom mod, something Dolphin, maybe Arctic Dolphin I'm thinking of? I think
Arctic Dolphin was about the only one I remember that had a dolphin.
They took folks' cash and they split. They was to make me a mod in remembrance of my daughter that passed. Oh.
You remember when we were in Detroit the first time? I think that was Arctic Dolphin's first expo thing that they had came to, and they had that set up there. And they had all those like stab wood mods and all that shit.
They were all defects.
Yep.
Yeah, they wouldn't give us any.
But they weren't giving defect price on them.
Yeah, they were selling defect products for like, what was it, like $500?
Shit, they were on up there. Yes, sir.
They gave me one, and the shit like worked for like one day. I was like, seriously, they're selling this?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only company I know of, Clown, is Arctic Dolphin, and they're not a custom mod builder. They're a Chinese company.
Well, they could technically say that they're a custom builder strictly because they did a lot of the stab wood shit.
Yeah, well, I think he's referring to like a vaporized nomads type of company where he had like a box.
Oh, like a Hammond box or something?
Yeah, that's what I think he's talking about. There were a few companies that kind of screwed people from time to time. I don't know them off the top of my
That
head.
wasn't Vaporized Nomads, was it?
There we go.
Mm-mm-mm. Welcome to the world.
Half Moon Mods was a great company for years, but they just started taking money and not sending orders out. Oh, really? Wasn't
I
aware of
think
that.
that's what I heard. That at the end they were taking money for orders, and they were actually closed for business.
Hmm.
Yeah, it seemed like I remember right at the tail end of that company.
Those are the guys that make the drip tips, right?
Yeah, they were making heavies tips for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
But weren't they were just getting ready to release a mod like right towards the end of their lifespan.
They released the Squonk mod.
Yeah, they did. I remember they did.
That's what it was, yep.
They were like $500. Can't recall the name. Yeah,
I have their Squonk mod. I have that thing.
Mike, Mark, whatever happened to Asmodus?
They're around. They do disposable stuff.
Well, they did come back with that one little device.
Yeah, the Minikin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see them. They always post on Facebook. They're always going to the vape expos in whatever country.
Yes, that was it, Nathan. The Arctic Dolphin Adonis.
Yep.
I actually still have the Adonis.
I think I still have mine too. That was the Stabwood one with the stainless steel like frame. Whatever.
Small Facebook group modders are doing that scum shit still now. That's one thing I never got tied into was any of the Facebook group modders, and trying to get in on these whatever. Well, no, I take that back. I'd be lying because I did join that one because y'all got that damn, and I forgot the name. We were just talking about it too long ago. The little tube met.
Oh, I forgot the name of it.
I've got lots of Squonk mods from modders.
What was that damn tube mech?
I bought quite a few.
The Bestia.
There you go.
Yeah, because that was when all these guys got one of those and they were holding it up because they were all in Vegas. And I seen it. I was like, I have got to get that thing. Looks badass. So I joined that Facebook group, and then my name got pulled as one of the people being able to do it. Spent all that freaking money, even though I didn't lose because I sold it for what I spent to get, but that thing never got any use time.
Pods and disposables really were the beginning and the end of our industry. Is it the end yet, though? Like, do we know that?
Well, they sure have taken the market over.
Maybe, like, I don't know, like the younger generation of vapors, I don't think want to deal with. They don't want to get into the rebuildable thing. I think it's more, maybe I could be wrong, but like an older person thing. And then after you hit a certain age, you kind of get tired of building the shit, and you're like, I want to go to a pod system.
Younger people don't want to sit around and have to take the time out, especially like something on this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the upkeep. You can't just go out like being young and that. Well, I mean, you could, but most youngins that are probably vaping aren't going to be toting something like this around that you're constantly having to fill juice in, change batteries out, put new coils, re-wick, do all that shit. It's too much to have to keep up with when they can run to the store and grab a disposable and just.
Oh, shut up.
Wow, there's commercials on. Yes. Well, that's the YouTube side of it. I'm the last YouTuber left that their channel is monetized and can have commercials still coming through. But
Dun, 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 dun.
I got my favorite mech from a Facebook group, a small Italian-made modder RAD mech. I paid $800 for 2 of them total. I mean, what, $400 a pop? That's not bad.
Yeah. I used to love getting off work, sitting in my office, rebuilding and watching you guys. I mean, yeah, but like, that was fun. But like, after a while, like maybe we just got kind of like, I don't know. Like if the products were still flowing like they were, like would we still be in it? Like a video a
Yeah.
day, 7 days a week? I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm still using, I guess, the Caliber and G4. Yeah, the G4. I'm still using it every single day. I mean, it goes with me. The G4 goes with me like a knife goes with me. Every day it's in my pocket. So it's just too easy to use. It puts out, it's perfect. And I've got enough pods and a brand new one on standby in case this
Mhm.
one finally shits out. So
I just saw a good comment. Leo says, "I can't throw away old stuff. I can't throw my old stuff out, and no one wants to buy it, so it sits on shelves and boxes." Laughing my
yep,
ass off. It's fun to set up an old favorite from time to time. So basically, I understand what he's saying. I could vape anything I want. Anything. I could go bust out and do an old school, whatever I want. I could vape. Just vaping the same thing every day.
yeah,
Same exact thing. I think it's what's happened is a lot of people have lost that drive, that interest in the hobby aspect. I know I have.
yeah.
I've lost that fire, that spark.
Oh yeah,
I don't get excited. Oh, let me go look through all these RTAs I've done in the past. Let me build something. Let me build something from the past. I just don't
yeah.
care anymore. I guess I don't know.
It's basically kind of turned back into smoking. It's just something I need each day.
Yeah,
It's not the glamour and glitz of it. It's just something I need to keep going throughout the day.
you know what it is. It's doing it for so many years, and knowing I don't want to say the wrong things here and get your channel in trouble,
Yeah,
but how vaping has helped me out, and it's been demonized so badly, and from YouTube, all the
oh
shadow
yeah,
banning, demonetizing this, that, all that stuff that it's almost like I have given up
yeah.
for me.
Well,
I don't know if it's the
I'm,
lack of like innovation or just the same old shit like for years and years or what it is, or just maybe just getting older. I don't know.
I don't know if I get the wording out. It's more that excitement is gone. That's
yeah.
it.
Well, and especially when you get kind of hung up in a situation like not so much Mike, but like Mark, because I know this. I don't review near the disposable Mark does,
Ugh,
but
I hate fuck.
I've done my fair share of them. And not to, if companies, because companies do watch this shit, I'm not putting anybody's product down, but at the end of the day, as of the aspect of doing a review for disposable, it is so cookie cutter, nothing different that I can show you from this one to this one, other than maybe if there's a function on a button that I can press a few more times or whatever the case might be. It's typically all the same. You turn it on. It's either eco mode or power mode, and that's it. There's no airflow adjustment. Well, I don't want to say air. The airflow's kind of in the eco and power mode situation there, but it's it. You turn it on. You know, other than some of these newer ones that are coming out with the snap tanks to them, it's just
Mhm.
I really want to try to investigate to see if all these disposables are being made in the USA because now Vaporesso is claiming that their disposables are made in the USA.
yes.
This is getting like Geek Vapes too. Now all the big companies have jumped on this. Like, how the
Mm.
fuck did that happen overnight? Where they're all of a sudden made over here.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't. I
curious.
don't buy it at
You know,
all.
you know, you know what I miss? I've noticed this on my trip because this happened. I miss those times where I could be with a device like this in public, and people will come up to me, "Oh, what are you vaping on? What's that? Which one is that? What is that?"
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me since 2019. That hasn't happened before COVID. So ever
Yeah.
since COVID and the fake vaping deaths, that all has stopped. Now I get looked at
Yeah.
like what is he doing? What are you doing? What is that? Like they're disgusted. People see me with this, they get disgusted.
It is crazy how
And
it changed.
and people that are vaping around me, they're vaping on their disposables. You don't get that comment like I used to get in the past. What are you vaping on? What's that? They just don't give a shit anymore. They're just vaping their disposable.
Yeah.
So I think that's like one of the things to where has gotten to me like I've given up on it almost.
Yeah, it's definitely and speaking of that, there'll be one of the world's best disposable videos dropping on my channel tomorrow, so make sure y'all go watch that because that will astonish you
Is it
after you
made in the
sit there.
USA too?
After you sit there for the full however couple of minutes it is, you will absolutely just fall in love with it. So, but
So Vic said made in China, then assembled in the USA. I wonder if they like put everything together, but one final piece. Like maybe that's why they're doing this whole snap the tank in thing, because it's not fully assembled when it comes to the USA. And then once you snap that tank in, I don't know. Just something's weird about the whole USA made thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's fully
I don't know
assembled
either.
by U.S. People that buy it.
Or maybe they put it in the box in the USA, so they're
Well,
considering that made in
here's
the
my
USA.
issue with it, and I know we'll definitely jump the track with this, but to my knowledge, and if you're still following law, wouldn't that be against the law if you were all of a sudden making this product
That's
that's
what
brand new in the United States?
I don't know. Is there a law for saying that something's made in the USA when it's not technically? If something's not even
Well,
regulated?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if the product states that it's made in the USA, that's it's big and clear on the package.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that technically be against the law because the product that it is not
Wait a minute.
supposed
Does it say made in the USA or assembled?
Yes. No, it says they're all saying made in the USA. That's the catch. Like I make sure when I look at the packet, like, is this one say made? Like I
Who's
Well,
it? Vaporesto?
it's built
Dojo, yeah, the newest.
built in the USA.
Built.
So
Different. That's
So
different than
that's
made.
still though, do you think they're
Built,
sending all the
built means
parts?
assembled. They're putting something. They're leaving something out to where it doesn't work, and when it comes to the U.S., it's put on it. But then all the packaging is done in the U.S.
And then I guess designed in the USA, assembled in China.
Well, here's the thing. We know, well, we don't know, but we're assuming, and normally assumptions are pretty damn good in our favor. We know a lot of this disassembled is coming into the United States. I can't believe customs has not been shutting this shit down. They're not dumb to look through a package, just see what the shit is sitting there. So I don't know.
They might have a warehouse where they send everything, and then in that warehouse, they have a machine. They put the piece that's missing. Then they complete the assembly. They put it in the box, and then they have a shrink wrap to put the plastic over it.
That's
Simple and easy. And then by doing that, they actually are finishing it up in the United States, where it's assembled in the U.S.
At the end of the day, we know tons of product is still getting in the U.S. with no problem because the companies, online sites in the U.S. are still open and going full blast, and they're not magically getting this shit dropped out of space.
Yeah,
It's
whatever
coming.
happened to the whole distro like crackdowns that they were doing? They just seemed like they did one or two, and then they stopped doing it. Not that I'm wanting them to do it, but
no, I don't. Yeah, I'm not wanting to say anything bad, but it's I don't know.
So I remember watching some. I think what's it? Pam Bondi, is that her name? That one guy, that Kennedy, whatever, and they had all the geek bars and shit, and they raided fucking what distro in Illinois? I forget it was. And like, we're coming to your town, and then after that, you never really heard anything. Like it never happened again.
No, it was good PR.
I guess. It's like circumventing for tax. What the hell is circumventing?
Well,
Chris,
Leo
you don't
Barrett.
know the meaning of that word.
Leo Barry says Armageddon is making all their stuff in America. I wonder what even happened to that dude. What was his name? Ariel or something?
Oh, those are the good old days.
He had CNC machines down there, and he apparently knew how to use them. I wonder if he's building other products now
I
under a whole new brand name, and like if he's into doing. I'm kind of curious. I wonder what he is doing now,
yeah.
or maybe he's in a prison serving time. Who knows?
The juice is made in the U.S. Well, some packages will say like using USA made juice. Other packages will say made in the USA. Some will say like crafted in the USA. I know they all have different meanings, but
have you ever looked at the box? What is that one disposable you like the most? I keep forgetting the name.
The 50 bar. That's USA made too.
But do you remember what the package actually says?
I always look at it, and they never. With every Chinese product, they always show where it's built, like Shenzhen, China. But on those, they don't show where they're built.
But is there a stamp on it that says "Made in the USA"?
I mean, it's printed on there. It's not a stamp, but yeah.
Well, that's what I meant. It's printed on the box, so it says "Made in the USA."
On the 50 bar, yeah, made in the USA.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, but like Mike said, maybe they're almost fully assembling it in China, and then when it comes here, they just pop a fucking a button on there and like, all right, made in the USA.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, not that I care where the hell it's made at, but it just seems. I'm assuming they're doing it to avoid laws or tariffs or something.
Well, the thing with disposables, I review them, but I don't use them. So I don't really care where they're made at because it's not something that I use on a regular. And
yeah, I don't use them anymore.
But I don't know.
I used to use them on the weekends, but not anymore. I gave up.
Well, that's because your drinking habits dropped off. If those spike back up, I'm sure anything that's in hand's reach will be a go.
My friend's mom was named USA. He was made in USA.
Thank you, Troy.
Wait, there's another
Lord.
Cubs logo. Who else was it? So Heath and Troy, is there any relation to you? I know, Troy, is that your brother? You guys both have Cub logos.
Well, Troy lives right down the street from you, doesn't he?
Yes.
When are you going to have Troy over for a barbecue?
I'm waiting for him to invite me over for a barbecue.
Would you go if he invited you?
Hell no.
I didn't think so.
I don't leave the fucking house. You crazy?
Troy, you know the truth now. Yeah.
I did buy a smoker. Oh, it's probably not a real smoker, like real like barbecue enthusiast. Well, it's a pellet grill, but it still uses wood.
Oh yeah, pellet smoker. What'd you get?
Those are good ones.
What'd you get? Pipos?
I got a
Traeger,
Weber, the new Searwood. The little, it's like a smaller one. But
I thought he got the Five Below one, like the Boss Pit or some shit like.
I got the Pipos pellet one. It's pretty good.
The only thing I hate about it is, I guess with smoking, it's all about waiting. Like you have to wait.
You put it in the morning,
yeah,
and just let it cook all day, dude. I like doing what do you call it? A chuck roast, and it comes out so good.
Well, I did a brisket and I did steaks so far. I know you're not probably supposed to smoke a steak, but I did, and it came out really good.
If you're gonna do no regular steak, get a chuck roast.
Chuck roast?
Yes, get a chuck roast and make sure you season that shit good.
Dude,
yeah,
proper seasoning.
If you're gonna smoke something, get a rack of ribs.
We got ribs. We haven't done them yet. Next is chicken. We're doing.
But dude, you got to stay on top of your game if you're doing ribs, because if you do them the way I think you'll do them, they'll be the toughest, crustiest things around. You want those things falling off the bone.
Yep. I've done ribs once.
I use the thermometer now, so now I can,
Okay, so you're about to really try to get your game on this year.
You got the one that's a Wi-Fi?
I've been watching videos. I even got the fucking butcher paper to wrap the meat in.
Yep.
To put the meat back in there. I'm getting like really into it.
Same here. I've done that already. I had that spell where I was all in on that stuff.
I just hate waiting. Like once you put it in, like that's it. You just got to kind of wait. Like
I had I bought it during a time when my father was here, when he stayed with me here for like a couple of months. and he couldn't understand the concept on it. He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "Dad, it's morning right now. You're not
Yeah.
gonna eat it now. I'm gonna put it in now and cook it. It'll be ready for dinner for tonight." And he's still confused. He's like, "But what if you're hungry now?"
And
Yeah,
eat
that's
something
not the way it
else.
works. It's not right away cooking.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
we
not.
got the other stuff to cook something quick if you want to. You wanna make a burger or whatever.
I was fixing
This
to
is
say
something that you plan.
he thought you was about to
Or
put some hot dogs on the grill or something.
yeah, exactly. This is something that the day before or a few days before, you're planning, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna smoke a piece of meat, get it all
Yeah.
ready, season it, whatever, put it in the fridge or whatever. If it's frozen, defrost it, get it ready. Then that morning when you wake up, go put it in there and cook it, and you could watch from your phone, see what the temperature is on it.
Nice watching from your
Make sure when you leave that before you leave the house that you have pellets. It's full of pellets.
Isn't it crazy
Yeah.
how
Oh,
every
and
freaking
there's well, hold on,
device
and there's maintenance with that too. You gotta make sure you vacuum that shit
Yep.
out. You gotta get a
yeah,
vacuum to vacuum the
I use my shop vac.
the little pellets.
yeah, the, what do you call it after it burns?
The
I went
ash.
brain dead. The ash, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta vacuum the ash because it'll block off where that flame if it piles
Yeah.
up too much ash.
It's pretty interesting. Like I've been getting
You watching Andy? You watching Andy's channel?
Andy. That's where I got started from wanting one. I kept watching his videos, and I'm like, I gotta
Yeah.
get a smoker or
Oh,
pellet.
wait, who would have thought Andy would have gotten to the cooking shit like
Yeah.
he is? He's pretty damn.
He
He's the
recommended a meat knife for me. I bought this meat knife off Amazon, and
You know what's
nope.
crazy is that I could do a whole cooking channel like that and probably be successful. I have everything I need to do all that stuff, all different types. I got flat grill, I got the smoker, I got uh propane, I have charcoal, I got everything. Yeah, I could do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
It's crazy because I see Andy make posts on Facebook like a company just sent him like a big, I don't know, a huge oven or some shit,
Or
and
a deep
he said
fryer.
it got
Commercial
jacked
deep
up.
fryers.
he gets all kinds of shit.
But he got on there and he was serious about his little paragraph he wrote, but it was something to the effect that, hey, they sent this thing was messed up, and I want to give these people a second chance. So I didn't post the video yet, and I'm letting them see if they want to make this right before I drop the video. And then next thing you know, he says, this company's sending out a brand new one. And I'm like, damn, Andy done got hooked up in the cooking world with shit.
Mhm.
He's got all kinds of shit over there.
Oh, man.
Easy dump ash. Yeah, even though it has the little ash catcher at the bottom, you still got to, like I've noticed, you still got to vacuum the damn thing out because it's shit. The ash still sticks everywhere.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy, though, that every electronic device you buy now that comes in your home, appliance, whatever it might be, is Wi-Fi ready?
Yep.
We finally, a dryer that I repaired a couple years ago because I would refuse to say, hey, it's done. Well, it finally kicked the bucket Friday. So I had to make things happen quick. So I got a dryer, had it here delivered Saturday, and it kind of matches our newer washer that we've had for like a year or two now. Even though the washer's set up on all the Wi-Fi shit, which I don't know why I did it, but I did it just for the hell of it because my phone goes off all the time telling me shit's ready or I need to do this, need to do that. The dryer's the same damn way. And it's like, I don't even know why I hook into this shit. It's like, what's the purpose? But
Well, there is a purpose to it. If you wash your clothes, you don't want to forget that you put a load in.
yeah,
But if
but it just,
you're not the one washing the clothes and it's somebody else doing it,
well,
it shouldn't be on your phone
we both
disturbing you.
do it. So
So it's good because you don't want to forget the clothes in there. And then it
yeah.
becomes after it sits for hours, then your clothing will smell musty.
Oh yeah. It's just crazy that everything that you get now is
Yeah.
going to be Wi-Fi capable. So
I was watching like the true smokers, like where you actually feed real wood in there and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
there ain't no fucking way I could do that.
Oh hell no.
You have to watch that shit.
Yeah, because you got to moderate the temperature on it constantly and everything else.
Fuck
And
that.
you'd get so pissed off, you would just throw a bunch of shit off in there and things you wouldn't even be able to find the meat off in there anymore.
Like, there's literally no way you could fuck this up. Just put your shit on there, set it, and go fucking take a nap and watch it. Like, let your phone go off.
Yep. He says, been cooking professionally for over 30 years. You guys go for it. Honestly, don't want to cook when I'm at home for a day off.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to cook either.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hated when I used to when I was a cook, short order grillman. I didn't want to cook nothing when I was home. It's like you're bringing your work home.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it at home.
There's a good question. Short Sharp asked, what channels are you watching, Mark? Other than that, are you watching some of the bigger barbecue guys?
Just,
YouTube?
I haven't really subscribed to anyone yet. I'm just kind of this one guy, this Ricer guy. He's a little annoying, and then some like I don't know. There's so many out there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I just been watching random ones like on the Searwood and seeing how they do shit.
You know who I like to watch, and it's just because he always creates like some cool looking shit, and he always makes me hungry. The cowboy dude that's always out on the ranch. He makes shit in like kettles and Dutch ovens and shit.
Yeah.
What's his name? Got the handlebar mustache, always wearing a cowboy hat.
Ricer's pretty. I mean, Ricer's cool. He's a little corny sometimes, just a little bit. But
Ricer.
it's just like vaping. Like there's so many fucking channels.
Yeah, I watched a whole bunch of them too. There was wasn't there like the two twins? The twins.
I think there is.
There's the twin guys. I can't remember their name. I've watched them. I'm sub to a couple of guys too. I can't remember their names though.
Cowboy Kent Rollins. That's it. Kent Rollins. If y'all have never watched him, he's always making up some crazy shit.
Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. I've watched him.
Yeah, everybody knows who Ken is.
I have hearing aids now, and they're connected to my phone. Right now, the sound from you three is coming into the hearing aids. Gary,
nice.
can you hear me, Gary?
If you need some of the best hearing aids on the market, hit up our old friend, Mr. Brian. He's got some of the best in the business.
He's selling earpods out of the back of his car.
Yeah.
You ever try the earpods as like I
hearing
always
aids?
wondered like how these kids leave these fucking things in their ears 24/7 and still have a conversation. If you enable like this feature, it amplifies all the sound around you.
Yes.
I hear better with these fucking things in my ears. Like now I understand why these kids do this shit.
Boy, it's sad. Speaking of that, I had to take a hearing test today. And after I took it, I was told, and it's compared from the years past, I forget if it's my right or left ear. You're supposed to be, what is it? I think at 20 decibel. I forget all the numbers and shit like that, but there's a few frequencies that my number is jetted up, which means I'm starting to lose a little bit of hearing there. And the lady looked at me today. She says, well, you realize where that number's at. She says, that's permanent hearing damage. You can't get that back. So she says, you don't want to keep seeing that number raised. And I'm looking at her thinking, do you think I'm getting younger? As I get older, I am going to keep losing that shit. It just comes with life. But I don't know.
Troy, yes, the Wall twins. That's what it is. I've watched those guys. Isaac, yeah, I've been watching Obsessed Garage. He's nuts, bro. I've been watching him in 5 cars he just picked up recently. Guy's crazy. Anyway. But Grill Sergeant. I don't know if I've seen that guy. The Grill Sergeant.
Like, there's so many fucking
Maybe. I've watched so many videos, I don't remember the name, a lot of names.
Yep. There's a
you didn't take the Apple. There's a hearing test on your iPhone when you have AirPods. It's pretty elaborate too.
Well, that, and I've taken it on the AirPods. It's no different. You sit in a sound chamber when you're taking like a real one, but it's the same frequencies coming through on these headphones as it is the AirPods. And the AirPods show that I'm doing pretty damn good. So I'll trust that more. Mark, before I forget this, because I just came to mind, and I know people are going to go, oh my God, here we are talking about Apple shit again. So the CEO got kicked to the curb or resigned or whatever. So we got the new guy coming out to introduce the new shit this year. What do you think it's going to be like?
I just watched whatever his name, MKDHBC, whatever the fuck his name is.
Just say his freaking name.
I don't even know his name. What's it? MKDH? I swear to God,
Marlin or whatever his damn name.
No one knows his name.
I don't know what his name.
Marquise
Brown.
Yeah.
Brownlee.
There we go. He said it's a good thing because the new guy was the president of the hardware department. He's younger, so he's going to have better ideas. And I'm thinking a younger guy probably means there's going to be more rainbow themes in the iPhone, settings and Apple.
He did a video 2 hours ago.
Yep, I watched it.
My take on the new Apple.
There's one guy that's pretty big that reviews he does a lot of but you can tell he's more on board with Apple. He got the dies in today for the 18 and the 18, the new flip one that's coming.
I don't think there's going to be a flip. I think that's a joke.
I think it's coming, but I don't think it's going to be the flip like you think.
You talking about Mac Tech?
But
I don't know.
The whole
he's actually holding both of them in his thumbnail.
That's it. That's him then.
Mac
it's like it's still got the plastic seam down the center. Like Apple's not going to do that unless they do something like.
But it's not going to be a full. It's going to be a kind of shortened down phone that opens up.
Yeah, it's called the iPhone Ultra.
Yes. Yeah, Ultra. Yeah, that I guarantee you, Mike's next product has Ultra somewhere in the name.
Oh, they're copying me because I've been saying it for a while. My next product will be the Ultra.
At least new colors, and people will cream them. Hey, I'm finally happy. When you only get like silver and whatever color, when they release an orange or a red, like people get excited. When I see this orange phone, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta have it.
God, and what's sad is it doesn't matter who I watch on YouTube, and I watch a bunch of different people. Everybody's got the new orange iPhone. Every time I see something held up, it's the orange one.
Gotta have that limited color, like because Apple never does colors. Like they did a red iPhone a while ago, but
oh man. So any other good stuff going on in the world? I think we've covered a lot of vaping, a lot of tech, a lot of food. I can't think of anything else.
Any excitement on the horizon? Nope, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I'm just thinking about going to sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, I know that because we're about to cut this off. So real fast, and normally I ask this in the beginning, but it slipped my mind. Do we have videos dropping here pretty soon? Yes, I have one tomorrow. What about y'all? Nothing?
Early bird. It's going to be really hard to remember these names. Like for these his product names I give him are like cool names, but they're just hard to remember. That's the problem. I'm so used to
keep that box planted in front of you while you're filming your shit so you can keep looking at it.
Yeah, I got early bird stuff to do videos on.
I've got that too coming. Well, I got two more products. I got the RDA and the Burrow device or Burrow stuff to do, but
I got, I think, stuff coming from Oxfa, Vupu.
I got Vupu coming. I guess Geek Vape has kicked me to the curb because I haven't heard from them anymore. So
Geek Vape, I don't think I've heard from them either. Well, we've heard from Geek Hookah, which is, I'm pretty sure it's Geek Vape.
No, Geek Vape messaged me. They shipped out that device that.
Oh yeah, the one that was
and
bad.
A new one, another new project.
Yeah,
I got the message I think yesterday from them.
Yeah, so I've definitely been kicked to the curb by Geek Vape because I used to get the same messages. So thanks, Geek Vape. Neil says Apple's made for the woke culture. The Android is for real men. And
I agree with Neil on this one.
I guarantee you Neil is rocking the iPhone 17 right. He's probably got two of them. But he's not going to say that because he's just a name on a screen. But at the house, he's playing with his iPhones.
All the blue-haired people use iPhones. I gotta say.
Well, I don't have any hair, so that doesn't apply to me.
Neil's never had an iPhone in his hands, or else he wouldn't say that. You could tell he's never experienced Apple before.
We know he's an Apple. He's probably that guy that's got big posters of Apple stuff up on his wall. So
Isaac, Windows is like dead. I can't believe Windows is still around anymore. There's some people complain so much about Windows.
Is
I'm
I have no
shocked.
problems
That,
with Windows.
no, I'm shocked that people.
well, that's because Mike never uses his shit. Mike's
I'm
still
on it right
running.
now. I'm always on my computer.
Mike's using like what Windows 5 still or some shit. He hasn't
I'm
even
on the newest
updated yet.
Windows. What are we at? 11?
I think Windows 7 was like the best one. I think.
ST, you should start reviewing your. I did this, and I'm still just kind of leaving it this. If you find it, you find it. But this is as far as I did start an Instagram strictly for my knife stuff. But I'm not just really saying the name because I'm trying to keep it separate from the vaping stuff. And not that it would really matter even if I told y'all what it was, but I mean, it's pretty easy to track down. But it has absolutely nothing to do with vaping. And that's kind of the way I was keeping it. So, but yes, there is a knife Instagram page with like shorts and pictures. And yeah, there's, I don't know, 60 something pictures on there or whatever. But
Bye, Leo.
as of reviewing and doing shit like that, again, it's kind of like it would be like you saying, "Hey, ST, you should start a YouTube channel reviewing vaping products." It's too late. There are more knife reviewers than there could ever be of vape reviewers. So, and I know it's you. But still, it's kind of like, I don't want to say what's the point in it, because if everybody said that, nobody would do anything. But I like looking at other people's shit. Me trying to be a reviewer on stuff like that, I just don't. I like doing my YouTube shorts and posting pics, but other than that, I don't care to be the knife reviewer or a gun reviewer or anything like that.
I need to get a new phone soon. I think I want to upgrade.
Here we go.
Well,
you know he's gonna get an
I'm
iPhone.
still on the 21 Samsung, the 21 Ultra.
Oh wow, he's like the 26 Ultra out or something.
Yeah, I haven't
Wow.
I haven't bought a phone.
And I've heard nothing but bad reviews of the 26 Ultra. So you should go on and just jump into the Apple world.
Yep.
I was thinking about getting the new Pixel.
Oh yeah, those look actually pretty cool. I watched videos on those. Those look nice. I went to there's a Google store over. I went there and I seen the Pixel in person. I'm like, God damn, the screen on that thing looks fucking.
The
nice.
only thing that scares me about stuff like that, it's like if you don't get an Android or like a Samsung phone or get the Apple, if you get anything else, there's going to be things that you want to do that phone's not capable of doing. I feel like.
The Pixel looks pretty promising.
But I'm still subscribed to what's his name? What's the black dude up in New York that reviews all the tech stuff? Funny dude.
Guy that just shows his hands.
Yes.
Got a cat in a video.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Flossy.
I still watch Flossy shit when he still gets all the phones from everybody doing shit on them. But
Flossy lives like 15 minutes away from my house in New York.
yeah. Isaac says, I got the S26 Ultra and it's
sick as fuck.
Okay, man, I need to get these letters bigger.
You gotta learn the lingo.
Yeah, I do that. Well, on my screen it looks like but it's AF. So,
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that's one of them, the S26 Ultra. I haven't watched any videos, so I'm not sure. Who said they had problems?
I have actually, because when me and Mark were considering on jumping out of the Apple world,
I never
the
said
26 was out there.
ST's lying.
No, we
I wouldn't
were
like that.
bullshit. We were considering Android, but again, at the end of the day, it would have made no sense for me because I'm too deep in this world. But I started watching videos on it, and people were pointing out things. I can't remember verbatim what they were saying, but it's no different than Apple shit.
Mm.
People are going to find the shit that Apple can't do, and then they're going to bitch about the things that they don't like about Android.
I just bought a phone, but not for me. I bought my niece a phone for her birthday. She did want the S26 Ultra, and I was like, I ain't spending no 1,500 or whatever dollars.
Yeah, I know. That shit's high.
So I went on Amazon and I bought her a S24 Ultra, a renewed one. She
Oh.
loves it.
Good.
And what I pay for that thing? Right now it's selling for, I don't know what it is, but anyway, I bought it. Let me see what I paid for it. 600.
Damn, that's
Oh,
cheap.
damn, that's a steal.
$600 mint the phone, and she loves it. She loves the pen, the S24.
Isaac said nobody was really having problems. It's just that people were hoping for more innovation.
Yeah, I don't care about innovation. It's always going to be something that nobody's ever going to use on these phones. Look, all the phones do the same shit.
Yeah, more shit is like, I mean, I don't know.
And that stuff, the special stuff it does, people use it once or twice, and
I'm still waiting for Apple to update Siri to the new using Google Gemini. That's what I'm waiting for, because that sucks at one thing. It's the AI thing. It's horrible.
Well, and here's the thing. When the 16 came out, it wasn't supposed to be but a month or two later that all the AI shit that Apple had, the Apple intelligence, was supposed to be fully integrated. But to my knowledge, they're still working on a ton of this shit. And we're into the 17 now.
I know. They fucked up big time.
So
that's why I like the Google Android stuff, because they have the AI photo enhancing and all the other crap.
Yeah.
Apple I mean, they have it, but it's pretty horrible.
But, you know, the few little things like that, I say, man, I'd love to have it. But I've already fooled around with things like Gronk and other shit. Dude, I used it just for a minute, and then I don't even touch it anymore.
If I make a thumbnail and it looks kind of boring, I'll put it into Grok and just say, like, can you highlight this photo a little bit? And it'll just add some highlights to it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice just to tell, like, my phone, like, hey, make this photo look a little better. And then, bam, it does it. But Apple can't get their shit together.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think we've gone as long as we are, because I know Mike is a tired little puppy right now. So
I'm on a couple hours sleep. I had the early flight this morning.
Thank you for joining us and all that good shit. And hopefully we'll be back to the norm next week. We'll all have videos dropping here and there of different shit. And there you go. So, all right. Smooth outro. Even though it's going to be so quick you won't even see it. It'll look like the screen's just ending. So that's how quick we are nowadays. Because the smooth outro went to the quickest outro in the world. So there you go. We're out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Peace, y'all.